Welcome back to Whiskey Buds. I'm Kurt.
I'm Billy.
And we're continuing Billy's 100 whiskey journey, which at this point, isn't it our 100 whiskey journey?
And their 100 whiskey journey?
Well, they're just watching you go on a journey, because unless you're joining along with us and picking up the bottles, which many of these, unless you're in the area, you can't pick up.
That's what I've learned. You couldn't actually follow along with us because you can't get some of the stuff.
Yeah, I've been lucky in a lot of the stuff I can get a hold of, at the different markets that you're in. And so, yeah.
I didn't know that when we started the show. I thought you could just go down and buy any of this if you wanted it.
Yeah. At one point, you could.
Well, it wasn't until, I think we tried something. I went to a liquor store, and I was like, I like that we had. What about... And I look, and it's like, that's not there.
Oh,
that's not there. That's not there. They don't have anything here.
Yeah, you're like, I have tried 24 whiskeys, and not a single one of them are on these shelves.
Yep.
What the heck is going on?
I was confused. I'm like, this store sucks.
All it's got is Black Velvet and Lord Calvert.
Yeah. Yeah, but
man.
Yeah. The next one was the same deal, though. So.
Yeah, you're like, this store sucks, too.
Yeah.
Where does Kurt shop? All right. We're just grabbing this just because we're grabbing this. This is one I've had on the books for a little bit. Redbreast 12-year. This is an Irish whiskey.
Redbreast.
Yeah. Now, we've had several Irish whiskeys. This is 100% pot stilled, and I think we've had some of these that are also 100% pot stilled.
So I think I've been kind of liking pot stilled stuff.
Yeah. Well, that Balcones, right?
Yeah, and then there was, what was the other one? It was on the bottle.
I don't remember. Well, we probably don't have it down here. It's probably upstairs in the cabinet.
Fine. Never mind.
Put it down in the comments if you've seen that episode and you know which one we're talking about. Okay, what he's talking about.
Okay.
How does that smell?
That smells good.
All right.
Let's see.
This is from the same manufacturer, or same distiller, right? Manufacturer, distiller, whatever, as Jameson, right?
Okay.
Jameson is a combination between pot-stilled grains column-stilled grains and pot-stilled malts, or pot-stilled barleys. Because Irish whiskey, there was a time when they would, I believe, if I'm correct, you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but they were being taxed on how much malted barley they used in their mash bills, right? And that's getting the barley to start to grow, right, where it starts to sprout.
No, yeah, I remember you talking about that.
And then they dry it out, and they, because it releases enzymes, right? And so Irish whiskeys would say, fine, we're just not going to malt everything. We'll just use partial unmalted and partial malted. And it gives it a nice, and that's really what gives the Irish, I think, in a lot of the cases, the character that it comes with that differs it from a lot of the Scotches. It's a smuttle. It's a smuttle difference.
Smuttle.
We might be filming this after that last episode.
New word.
It's a subtle difference, but it's there. So
when I smell this, I don't know what it's supposed to smell like, but I get a very rich caramel smell and a little bit of vanilla.
Okay.
Can you smell that in there?
Maybe the vanilla?
Is it supposed to smell like that?
Oh, do you smell like a shortbread cookie at all? Maybe vanilla wafers.
Are you putting ideas in my head?
Maybe vanilla wafers. Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanilla wafer?
That's how I'm getting that. Son of a...
The caramel on top?
Yeah. That's what this smells like, is a vanilla wafer with caramel drizzled on top.
Well, wouldn't it be wild if it tasted like that?
It really would. All right.
Okay.
Give it a sip. What do you think? I find it, oh man, right on that aftertaste. Shoot, that just hit me just as I started speaking, like a sweetness or something, just like bam. Wow, that was good.
Here we go, standing in front of the camera, just being like,
Yeah, like just watch us drink whiskey. Just
Yeah.
just stand there.
Yeah.
Did
sit there and drink whiskey and be quiet. We'll sit here and drink whiskey and be quiet.
and we'll enjoy each other's company together. I might have forgotten to mention that this 12-year-old Redbreast is the Cask Strength edition.
But it's really good.
It is.
What's that mean?
Means straight out of the cask. They don't water it down.
58.2%.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's pretty strong too.
Yeah.
This isn't. It doesn't taste that strong.
118 proof or something like that. 116 proof.
Yeah.
No, like it's got such a good flavor to it.
And the texture, I really like the texture. All right, so in previous episodes, I've talked
It's
about
like a silky almost texture, right?
the bubbles.
The bubbles, yeah. Okay.
bubbles.
What? The whiskey bubbles are back finally.
The whiskey bubbles. They're the little.
Mouthfeel.
Yeah,
It's all right.
mouthfeel.
It's
They're like the
Billy's
little-
whiskey bubbles, like just.
It's like when you drink a soda or like a hot Dr Pepper or something, and you got that bubble and it pops on your tongue and it just kind of gives a little
Sensations?
Yeah,
tingle? I don't know.
Yeah, tingle, a tingle.
Okay.
Yeah, so some of the whiskeys I feel like I feel a big sensation or a big tingle, so I say it's got big bubbles.
Okay.
And if it's more precise or
It's a sharper.
smaller, it feels like smaller bubbles are popping on your tongue.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is more smaller.
Okay.
Smaller bubbles.
So like fizzier.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the rest of your mouth doesn't feel it, but my tongue kind of feels like the bubbles are popping. Anyway, so I really like the texture that this has with those tiny bubbles.
Okay.
And then the whole tongue kind of gets that sharp alcohol,
Yep.
because of the high proof.
I get the warm.
Yeah,
Warm
that's
right
it.
down your chest, down your belly. Like my tongue feels a little bit of it, but after last week's episode, my tongue's still a bit numb from that one.
Yeah. Well, just like that one, the sweetness kind of comes out after the alcohol and the bubbles do their
After
thing.
everything's gone, then you get that little, on that finish. Like you think the flavor's kind of going away, and then it just bursts back into your mouth, and it's a sweet flavor. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can taste the caramel, but it's like so light. It's not like eating a piece of caramel where it's just like overwhelming.
Yeah.
But it, like
I don't know. You mentioned the mouthfeel, and I was saying like silky, but I'm thinking more like melted caramel kind of stuff.
this is good stuff.
It really is.
Well, if you kind of move your tongue and your mouth around, you kind of find these little pockets of sweetness kind of hanging out.
Right? Yeah, like little pockets of bits of caramel or something.
You know how like when you chew a piece of gum
Yeah.
and it's like the flavor is kind of going away, but
You find a new piece of that gum that hasn't. Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I you're saying that, and I'm like, I feel like I'm hitting little pockets, and it does. It's almost like a caramel taste, like a hint of
Yeah.
when you hit it. Yeah.
So the flavor is good. I like the flavor, but I like the mouth feel, the experience.
Yeah.
Probably more. Like
Okay.
that's my favorite part of it.
All right.
Because like I said, you just take a sip and then you just that feel,
Yeah.
and then you get the flavor and the sweetness that follow it up, and it's just fun to drink.
It's good stuff. If you can find the Cask Strength, you got to get the Cask Strength. Go for it. And then if you're willing to foot the bill for the 27-year-old, get that.
Wait, how much is this?
$80.
What?
Yeah.
That's a deal.
Right? I think so.
Yeah. I had to think of that for a minute. Like $80 for a bottle. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Although this feels like it might be too easy to drink, especially when I don't know. Like, I think I kind of feel like this might sneak up on you.
Like as you're sipping it. And
Yeah, like you're sipping it and you're just like, oh yeah,
enjoying
it's
it,
good.
and
Oh,
all of a
it's
sudden
good.
you're
And
like,
whoa. Yeah. Like the little bird comes up and gets you.
Yeah. Oh man. There you go.
Yeah, it's nice stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
I like that stuff. All right. Yeah, if you can find it, pick it up, try it. Let us know what you think. Yeah. And if you don't like it, just leave it on the shelf. We'll buy it. We found another bottle for Billy to decide he wants to. Oh man, excuse me. Jeez.
Yeah. It's getting harder to figure out which ones I like now.
He's starting to develop a taste.
Well, yeah, like earlier episodes, I'm like,
Everything
gross.
burns.
That's gross. That's gross.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
This one's not bad.
Yeah.
That one's gross. And now I'm kind of like, that one's good. Maybe you're just giving me better stuff.
I don't think so, but
No? Did you just give me like a bunch of bad stuff to start out with, and then you're like, all right, now that we got all that out of the way, let's bring out some good stuff.
no, I don't think so.
No?
No,
Well, you know what we should do sometime is try that monkey shoulder again.
we need to. Yeah.
Because I ragged on it a lot.
Yeah, you have constantly ragged on it, but I think when we do that, we need to bring it in when you don't know what it is.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Redbreast 12 Cask Strength. Yeah. Give that one a try. It's Billy approved, so you know it's good. All right. Cheers.